In 2016, scientists were awarded the Nobel Prize in Medicine for discovering a process inside your body that literally cleans out damaged cells linked to aging, Alzheimer's disease, and chronic inflammation. But here's the disturbing part. Most people over 50 have accidentally turned this system off, not because of bad genes, not because of age, but because of something we were told for decades was healthy. Eating all day long, breakfast, snacks, lunch, more snacks, dinner, and sometimes food late at night. When your body never gets a break from digestion, a powerful repair system inside your cells never gets the chance to turn on. Over time, damaged proteins and worn-out cell parts begin to accumulate. In other words, your body slowly starts filling up with biological junk. But the encouraging news is that science has discovered a simple way to help turn this cellular cleaning system back on. And the solution might be far simpler than most people expect. Today, we're going to talk about the Nobel Prize discovery called autophagy and how a simple daily routine may help your body repair itself more effectively after 50. But before we talk about how to activate this system, there's something important you need to understand. Most people believe aging happens because our bodies simply wear out over time. But in many cases, aging happens because our cells become cluttered with damaged material that never gets cleaned out. Let me explain. Imagine your house. Every day you bring in groceries, you open packages, you cook meals, and naturally, you generate trash. Now imagine never taking that trash outside, not for a week, not for a year, but for 30 years. Eventually the house becomes unusable, hallways blocked, kitchen overflowing. The entire structure begins to deteriorate. Something very similar can happen inside your cells. Over time, your body accumulates damaged proteins, dysfunctional mitochondria, and worn-out cellular components. Scientists believe this buildup contributes to many conditions associated with aging: cognitive decline, metabolic problems, chronic inflammation, and degenerative disease. So the real question becomes, does the body have a way to clean this up? The answer is yes, and the mechanism was so important, it earned a Nobel Prize. In 2016, Japanese scientist Yoshinori Ohsumi received the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for mapping a process called autophagy. The word literally means self-eating. But don't let the name scare you. Autophagy is actually one of the most important repair systems in your body. When this system turns on, your cells begin identifying damaged components and recycling them into new usable parts. Think of it as a deep cellular cleaning system. Old proteins are broken down, damaged mitochondria are recycled, inflammatory cellular debris is cleared out. Your cells essentially take out the trash and rebuild themselves. When this system runs efficiently, it supports brain health, metabolic balance, cellular repair, and healthy aging. But here's the catch. Modern lifestyles keep this system turned off most of the time. For decades, we were told something like this: eat breakfast, have a snack, eat lunch, another snack, dinner, maybe something before bed. In other words, we eat constantly. And when your body is constantly digesting food, it stays in what scientists call growth mode. This pathway is often referred to as mTOR pathway. Growth mode is useful when you're young, but if it stays activated all the time later in life, the body rarely switches into repair mode. The repair system is regulated by another pathway called AMPK. Here's the key point. Your body typically cannot run growth mode and repair mode at the same time. When insulin stays elevated from frequent eating, autophagy stays mostly switched off. The cleanup crew never gets to work. This is where something called intermittent fasting enters the picture. Now, before anyone worries, this is not about starving yourself. It's about giving your body time between meals to shift into repair mode. Here's roughly what happens. During the first 6 to 8 hours after eating, your body is digesting food. Insulin remains elevated. Around 12 hours, insulin begins to drop, and your body shifts toward burning stored fuel. Some research suggests that around 14-16 hours, cellular repair processes such as autophagy may increase. That's why many people experiment with something called the 16.8 schedule. The 16-8 approach simply means eating during an 8-hour window and fasting during the remaining 16 hours. For example, first meal at 12 p.m., last meal around 8 p.m. During the overnight and morning hours, your body has time to transition toward repair mode. And here's something encouraging. You're already fasting while you sleep. You're simply extending that natural overnight fast a few extra hours. During the fasting window, many people drink water, black coffee, unsweetened green tea. These drinks generally do not raise insulin significantly and can make the fasting window easier. When your eating window begins, what you eat matters. After a fasting period, large spikes in sugar can cause a strong insulin surge. Instead, many experts suggest starting with foods that provide steady energy. Eggs, fish, nuts, avocado, vegetables, healthy proteins and fats. This helps the body transition smoothly from fasting to feeding. People who experiment with time-restricted eating often report improvements such as steadier energy levels, reduced afternoon fatigue, improved mental clarity, gradual fat loss around the midsection, improved blood sugar control. These results don't happen overnight, but many people begin noticing changes within a few weeks. The real lesson here isn't about chasing the newest health trend. It's about something much simpler. For most of human history, our bodies naturally cycled between feasting and fasting. Modern life removed the fasting part, and our biology may still expect that cycle. Giving your body time between meals may allow natural repair systems to operate the way they were designed. Let me leave you with one final thought. Your body already contains some of the most powerful repair systems ever discovered in biology. You don't need to buy them. You don't need to inject them. And you don't need some complicated anti-aging program. That system is already inside you. The real question is whether you give it the time to do its job. For most of human history, our ancestors naturally cycled between periods of eating and periods of fasting. Food wasn't available every few hours. And during those natural breaks between meals, the body had time to repair itself. Today, many of us never stop eating long enough for that repair process to turn on. But the encouraging news is that even small changes in timing can make a difference. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to start. So here's a simple challenge. Try extending your overnight fast for the next 7 days. Nothing extreme. Just give your body a little more time between your last meal at night and your first meal the next day. Then come back to this video and comment. Day 7. Tell me how your energy feels. Because one of the best parts of this channel is hearing how people over 50 are taking control of their health again. And if you're someone who wants to stay strong, sharp, and independent for decades to come, make sure you subscribe to Over 50 Strong. Every week we break down the science of healthy aging so you can make smarter decisions for your body and your future. And remember, sometimes the most powerful health strategy isn't what you add to your life. It's simply giving your body the time it needs to repair itself. I'll see you in the next video.